will the government get shut down? Will the president actually do it? And rather than give more of your taxpayer dollars to Planned Parenthood, the Congress could say, if you veto this legislation, you are shutting the government down. Because Republicans say they are appalled by what Planned Parenthood is doing with the body parts of aborted babies.
Now, the Center for Medical Progress has released a fifth undercover video, and both the House and the Senate are investigating Planned Parenthood. Caitlin Burke has the story.
Like the other videos from the Center for Medical Progress, in this fifth undercover video, a top Planned Parenthood official is discussing procurement and the cost of fetal tissue. However, this time, the official goes one step further, talking about procuring intact fetuses.
So if we alter our process and we are able to obtain intact fetal cadavers, then we can make it part of the budget that any dissections are this, and splitting the specimens into different shipments is this. I mean, it's all just a matter of line items.
Planned Parenthood continues to defend itself by saying there's nothing in any of the videos that violates medical or legal standards, accusing the group behind the video of launching a smear campaign and showing a lack of respect for women. But the release of the undercover videos prompted several congressional investigations into Planned Parenthood, and calls to defund the agency continue. A move to cut federal funding failed to get enough votes in the Senate on Monday, but the debate is expected to continue when Congress returns from its recess. Republicans seem split over how to move forward, with the idea of cutting funding for Planned Parenthood possibly leading to a government shutdown, since Democrats wouldn't agree to it. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he doesn't want to shut the government down, but many Republicans are already vowing to reject any measure that contains money for the abortion provider. Senator John McCain saying, quote, "I don't like a government shutdown, but this is a clear case of totally improper use of taxpayers' dollars. I have an obligation to the taxpayers of Arizona." Planned Parenthood receives well over $500 million a year in government funds. Caitlin Burke, CBN News.
Thanks, Caitlin. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember back at that other impasse, the President of the United States said, if you put that money for Planned Parenthood and take it out of the budget, I will veto the legislation and shut the government down. He was willing to do that himself. What the Congress has got to do, they don't have to be bound by this 60-vote stuff. They can invoke cloture. The Democrats did it. They used what was called the nuclear option, and they just jammed through appointments to various circuit courts, and they just did it. And they just said, okay, we've got the majority, and we're going to take our majority. The other thing is just a procedural matter that can be changed anytime the majority wants to do it. So I think the time has come to pass a resolution that has all the budget features and also includes money for women's health. So these local clinics and women's health centers can be fully funded. And so it will no longer be defunding women's health. It will not be a battle about health. There's nothing about health of women that includes killing babies and selling their parts. That has nothing to do with the health of women. And it looks like to me the Democrats are on the losing end of this battle, and they're going to get hurt badly in the election. I cannot believe that the conscience of the American people is so seared and so hardened that the people won't be disturbed with what this monstrous organization is doing. But the number is $528 million taxpayer dollars going to fund this iniquitous organization that is nothing but a big abortion provider, and now it's a abattoir selling parts.